It is foolish behavior to weep over one's sorrows as if being bald would somehow make them less intense. Usually, the first indication of weakness is a long speech. Those with immense potential remain silent. The living are responsible for preserving the memories of the deceased. Lack of self-confidence causes two losses. Being confident means winning before you start. Your enemies can kill you, but your friends are the only ones who can do you harm. If we do not feel embarrassed thinking about something, then saying it should not be a source of shame. Any man is capable of making mistakes. However, only a fool continues to make mistakes. Friendships are tested when circumstances change. Even the most unfair war is better than any other. The law does not speak during a war. Fear cannot overcome the power of goodness. The authority of educators frequently interferes with learning objectives. Hope exists as long as life exists. Abundant wealth serves as fuel for warfare. The most significant triumph lies in achieving self-control. A friend can be considered as an additional identity. I'm never busier than when I am having fun. Being silent during a conversation is a very useful skill. Studying causes is never more interesting than studying reasons. We cannot claim that all mistakes are stupid. Excessive strictness in the law can lead to great injustice. Our reliable friends are books. Put some humor in your speech. Additionally, a man of faith possesses great bravery. Though our natural life is short, a purposeful life is forever. Freedom entails actively engaging in the exercise of authority. The inherent value of friendship lies in the bond itself. One cannot have affection for either the individual they fear or the individual who fears them. Soul diseases pose a greater threat and are more prevalent compared to physical diseases. The most significant catalyst for crime is immunity. According to many, friendship is the best part of life. Disregarding friendship is like darkening the world. Silence does not inherently imply admission. Similar to this, it does not constitute a denial. The primary purpose of wisdom is to differentiate between what is morally right and wrong. Nothing sticks in the mind as much or is as noticeable as anything you made a mistake with. We have legal obligations to be free. One who is wealthy is immune to punishment. The presence of order facilitates clear assimilation. It is always advisable to carefully plan before starting anything. Individuals can choose how many goats or sheep they own. The number of friends is unknown. We are the products of our wicked thoughts. The repercussions of freedom are more pronounced when it is suspended compared to when it remains undisturbed. Studying philosophy is essentially a means of equipping oneself for mortality. Peace of mind is a fundamental component of a contented existence. The final act of our lives, the pinnacle of existence, is old age. No individual can provide superior guidance than oneself. It is not appropriate to treat good and evil similarly. Love is the effort to forge a friendship out of a desire for beauty. A skill without integrity is meaningless. Being a teacher is essential. to appease his tenderness. Persuasion is considered a triumph. Philosophers wrote treatises opposing celebrities, yet their names appeared in the titles of their books. There is nothing but wisdom that can drive away grief. Knowing one's habits is highly advantageous. The throne constitutes a significant asset of wealth. By nature, people have imprinted all conceptions of God in their minds. Perceiving the flaws of others while neglecting his own is a characteristic that distinguishes fools. He relies solely on his passion and is incapable of applying his reason. Inquire with God for happiness, while wisdom ought to be attained independently. Thus, liberty is defined as the capacity to live one's own life. Stupidity tends to overlook its vices in favor of those of others. Adequate hydration and nutrition are essential for the restoration of strength rather than its suppression. Achieving contentment with our possessions is considered the most significant and reliable form of wealth. Having both a garden and a library provides you with all the necessary resources. Nature-based rationality is good law. The idea is eternal and universal. It commands proper work and forbids misconduct. Exist rather than appear. Friendship enhances happiness and mitigates suffering by multiplying our joys and dividing our sorrows. The individual to whom the services are provided, they should remember the topic and creator, not something to bear in mind. Our faith in miracles increases in times of danger. Reason guides wise people. Average intellect based on past encounters. Unintelligent due to necessity and brutal by instinct. The face represents the mental state of an individual, with the eyes serving as its interpreter. Thinking without instruction is like a field without fruit. In the case of tile, cultivation is not necessary. Bookless rooms are like soulless bodies. When knowledge is separated from justice, it can be referred to as cunning instead of wisdom. Not only is gratitude the greatest virtue, but it also raises all other virtues. Loving others extends life. People who have been loved will always be loved. Wealth already exists when one is not greedy. History records time. It brings reality to life, refreshes memory, guides daily life, and informs us of history. Speaking only what is necessary and not unnecessary is a speaker's greatest virtue. Examine all weights. Read when you can, whether at work or on your way in or out. The goal of an educated mind is leadership. A lack of provision by fate signifies protection against an undesirable outcome. The traps that lurk under the pretense of duty are the most dangerous of all, or the title of a partnership. Rather than education alone, natural ability has elevated more men to virtue and glory. As men become more honest, their suspicion of others' dishonesty diminishes. When doing noble deeds, a low soul always has the lowest intentions. Neglecting the events that transpired before one's birth is equivalent to perpetually being a child. The value of human life is contingent upon its integration into the lives of our ancestors, as documented in historical records. Hope you find this video helpful. Kindly subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching.